Welcome back to TL's Hobby Center. Today, we're doing a custom collectible, and we're doing Commander Rogers, which is like a animated style of Captain America, but in another universe. And this would be a good one to have fight the Iron Man I have already did a custom build to. So I've been looking for this one a little bit. It took me a minute to find it. So this one's actually kind of neat because you can buy all the different figures, and you could also build a awesome Hulk is what they call, totally awesome Hulk is what they call them. I think I have Captain Marvel, I think I have Photon, I think I Miss Marvel. I don't have Marvel Boy, or I don't know if I have the Karnak, but I do have this. I've been looking for him, and I was kind of putting off on building them, but now that I have them, time to build them. So let's go and get this thing open, see what we got to work with, and we'll figure out a game plan. Let's go. Alright, we have him out of the figure, or out of the box, and it's about as I was expecting. It's not fully detailed. The worst thing about this is honestly probably the shield, unfortunately. It's just kind of, I don't know, I was expecting, it should have been metal. Like, they should have had it look like it was metal, not see-through. I mean, like, he doesn't have any special gadgets on him. He's, like, very basically dressed. So this should have been more like basic style, so that way he can, you know, wear, that way it looks like his original shield, the metal one. So, what I'm thinking for this is we're going to have to paint this all silver. We'll have to do some nice deep red, metallic, or something of that sort. We'll have to see what I can do. I'll have to mess around with some silver paint and try to make this look like a nice, what is it called? Vibranium. Is that what it is? Vibranium? Or adamantium? It's vibranium. So let's see if to make this look like it's at least metal. You know, have like a nice shiny silver like he does on the belt. But all in all, the figure's not too bad. I wish his toes were posable because it's hard to get him to have a good stance. But luckily, everything kind of comes off nice and easy. We'll have to pull the arms off to get his backpack piece off. Not going to be able to disconnect his torso from his upper chest because it's in a pivot somehow, I think. Yeah, there's some kind of pin going through, so we're going to have to leave that on. The waist I should be able to pull apart, I think. Well, I'm going to run it underwater and see what we get. Arms, for the most part, take the hands out as usual with these, because they just pop out, and then you have his bands, which we'll do some weathering to make it look like real leather. For the most part, it's really a basic teardown for this, because I mean, there's not much to him, luckily. We'll do some weathering, dirty him up a little bit, make him look like he's been through like a battlefield or some sort. Do some wear and tear on his suit, possibly, especially on his chest, make it kind of look like he has some kind of like gills behind it, like how the new Infinity War Captain America looks with his suit, like a vibranium bulletproofing backing, I guess you can call it. So, and we'll just do like a kind of like what we did with the one Batman figure. We'll do a light misting of like excuse me, almost like a darker or lighter blue, possibly, to kind of make a suit pop. Doesn't look too two-dimensional. But his body's got quite a bit of detail, so it'll be, I could probably airbrush some stuff or do a wash and see how it sticks. It's possibly ain't gonna stick too well, so we'll find out. But it's easy enough to tear him down. The shield's gonna be probably one of the harder things to figure out how to do, and we're gonna weather it, make it look like it's been gouged up from Iron Man and whoever he's been using against, Thanos even possibly. What also this figure comes with is, it comes with the awesome Hulk head, which not really sure what I'm gonna do with him, because I don't know if I have all the figures for this. Worst comes to worst, you can always throw it on a different figure. Let me see something. We just put it on his head. That way he's something of this sort. It's kind of funny looking. He's angry, but he's not Bruce Banner. But he can fight. Look around like this, so let me know if you guys want to do a figure kind of like with the Hulk head, just make him look goofy. It'd be funny with the Captain America shield on too. It fits kind of well, actually. It's kind of surprising and disturbing at the same time. So I'm going to get this toy busted apart, see what we got, and we'll start on the weathering. Actually, we're going to seal it first, weather him, and then we'll do the final details. And then we'll seal it up one more time with some satin clear, and we should be good after that. So let's go ahead and tear this thing down. Alright, so minor updates. There's not really a good way to take him apart without him breaking. So I'm going to end up leaving him together. The only thing I take off is these stretchy plastic pieces, and his hands, and these gauntlets, and his head. Everything else I'm going to have to leave on without it breaking, because stuff was stretching when it shouldn't be. Like, kind of in his crevice area. We're not going to talk about that. And then it was kind of starting to split underneath, so I'll have to re-push it together and try to do like a contact cement, possibly, not sure yet, but that's a question for another time. But luckily you won't really see it, even if we don't do that. If it doesn't want to stick, it's going to be what it is. So at least then we can kind of, do his hair, darken it just a smidge, not a lot, or even just throw a Hulk's head on it. So we're at least going to be able to do this stuff and kind of try to make this thing look like it's torn up a little bit. So we'll try to see what we can get. So let me go and get some stuff prepped for painting, and we'll get this thing ready to go. Alright, so we got everything back on them. We're going to darken the hair just a smidge. I'm hoping it doesn't look too off. Let's see. Wipe it off, see what we got. Nah, I might just darken it just enough. You don't want to do too much. Alright, we're gonna try mixing a little. I tried mixing a little bit of water. We're gonna see what happens. I'm not sure yet. It's a little bit more runny than I would want. But it gives it the splash effect. Alright, now just do the final touches and add our leather straps that we just made, and add them to the figure, to the shield, and then after that, we call this fit as a collectible a wrap, because this is the last little bit that we need to do. Probably should have waited to put those on, but just dab that in place and hope it sticks. And that kind of stay down a little bit too, I hope. A mess here, I can tell you that much. It's going to be a little bit of this. Yeah, it's fine. Like that, so that way he gets his hand in there. And then we'll do one at a time on the back one. And way too much. Well, there we go. We got ourselves another cool collectible that is customized now. This one I'm kind of happy with. It took a while to get this one done just for some moving parts that I needed and just didn't have time to do. But I finally got it now. Again, nobody's perfect. This one's not a perfect one, but it's a fun collectible one that I think I did pretty good in making it look as 3D as possible for what we got. Because this was a very two-dimensional looking figure for suit wise. Gave us some nice textures, a little bit of extra detail. Shield's what really made it pop, other than that clear one that they originally gave with us, as you guys can see here. So I think we did justice to this one compared to what it was. The battle damage to the shield kind of sets it off really nice. Gave him basically like scales almost, or like a little bit of a texture to his suit, so that's also got going good. Darkened some stuff, weathered it with a little bit of shoe polish, you know, the usual fun accessible stuff that we can get. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna display this figure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have him paired up with a Iron Man yet and have him look like he's fighting him from Civil War. Haven't quite gotten that far yet. That's on the, not sure which one we're gonna have to do yet, but stay tuned. We will be eventually getting to some Iron Man. I got a bunch more of them to do customize. I got some Spider-Man too. I'm not gonna really tell you which ones, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed building this one. This one turned out pretty cool. Very happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment if you guys have any questions about it, or just say hey. Whatever you guys feel like doing. So that's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on customizing.